The events system is designed specifically for writers who want to craft more deep, interconnected stories. Each event isn't just a standalone scene. It's a living part of your story that can be linked to characters and weave through different timelines and even branch into alternate universes. So imagine being able to see how a single conversation ripple through your entire narrative, affecting characters and plot lines in ways both subtle and dramatic. Every event can have its own atmosphere, down to the weather, emotional tone, and thematic significance. You can layer in foreshadowing and track how it pays off later, or add subtle background elements that enrich your world. As your narrative evolves, the events system adapts, helping you keep track of cause and effect, maintain consistency, and discover new connections you might not have seen before. Think of events as the building blocks of your narrative. They're the key moments that make your story come alive. The events you create will eventually be added to your chapters to build your narrative. So if you consider yourself more of a plotter, then the events will become your best friend. You can compartmentalize moments in your story using events. This means if you have an idea for your story but not so sure how it would fit into the larger narrative, you can create a detailed event with all the necessary components and not have to add it immediately to your chapters until you know how it will exactly fit into your story. When you open the Events section, click the Create New Event button at the top, and you'll be taken to a full screen editor. The Event Editor is organized into 5 main sections: the General tab, the Attributes tab, the Plots tab, the Conflict and Narrative tab, and finally the Management tab, all of which makes it easy to organize your event details. Starting with the General tab, this section is pretty straightforward. Give your event a memorable title and write out what happens. Remember, events are meant to be key moments in your story and they allow maximum flexibility. They can be as detailed as you want or as basic as necessary. If you're working with multiple universes, you'll see an indicator letting you know this event is part of a larger multiverse, like you see at the top of this screen. You can add events to your multiverse in the Multiverse section of the app. I discuss multiverses in more details in the Multiverse walkthrough videos, so go check those out if you want to know how multiverses work in the app. Next is the Attributes tab. This is where your event really comes to life. Now, the first thing to note is that if you've added your event to the timeline or to an alternate timeline, you'll see indicators at the top of the screen that tells you what dates or alternate timeline you've added this event to. Just be aware, you can't add dates to your events directly from the Events section. In order to add a date to your event, you'll need to do that in the Timeline section of the app. In the sections below, you can add all the characters who are involved. Maybe your protagonist has a crucial conversation with the antagonist, or perhaps it's a scene with the whole cast. You'll pick these from the characters you've already created in your project. You can also set exactly where this event takes place by choosing from your story locations. Want to add atmosphere? There's a weather section where you can set the mood. Is it a dark and stormy night or a bright sunny morning? You can also define the emotional tone of the scene and its deeper themes. There's even a place for subtext if you want to layer in deeper meaning. Moving on to the Plot tab, you'll find a powerful set of tools that help you shape and track the narrative elements of your scene. This is where you'll define how your event fits into your story's plot structure. The first thing you can track is your plot's type. Is this event part of the main plot, subplot, or the tertiary plot? This organization is crucial for maintaining clear story structure and ensuring each event serves its intended purpose in your narrative. Next is the event's pacing selection. The pacing section lets you define the rhythm and tempo of your event. You can select from different pacing categories like steady, accelerated, or measured to control how this particular scene flows within your larger story. This is especially helpful when you're trying to balance the overall rhythm of your narrative. You might want some events to move quickly while others take a more measured approach. Next is your event's backstory. Here's where you can add depth to your event with important background information. You'll find a text editor where you can write detailed backstory content. This isn't just for notes either. It's specifically for documenting the historical context or previous events that directly influence what's happening in this particular scene. The backstory you add here becomes part of your event's permanent record and can be referenced later when you're connecting plot points. In the foreshadowing sections, which is divided into 3 interconnected parts, the foreshadowing description, use the text editor to describe what elements you're setting up for future payoff. This is where you document the actual foreshadowing content that appears in your event. Next is the impact details. Choose the type of impact, whether it's emotional, plot-based, etc., then set the impact strength, which is on a scale of 1 to 5. Then, write a detailed description of how this foreshadowing will impact your story. In the payoff details, document how the foreshadowing eventually pays off. Specify where in the story the payoff occurs, and track whether the foreshadowing has been resolved. Moving on to the plot device section, this final section lets you connect your event to specific plot devices from your story. If your project has plot devices set up, you can select which ones are being used in this event. This helps you track how you're employing different narrative techniques throughout your story. Next is the Conflict and Narrative tab. This tab is where you'll shape and track the dramatic tensions in your event. It's divided into 3 key sections that will help you build and manage meaningful conflicts in your story. In this first section, you can select both the main conflict and a sub-conflict for your event. Think of the main conflict as the primary source of tension, while the sub-conflict adds depth and complexity to the scene. For example, your main conflict might be a character facing a moral dilemma, while a sub-conflict could involve relationship tensions that complicate their decision. In the conflict impact section, you can track how your conflict affects the story and characters. Here, you can choose the type of impact the conflict has, document how it influences different story elements, and track the ripple effects of the conflict through your narrative. In the conflict resolution section, this final section is where you plan and document how the conflict plays out. You can specify the type of resolution, whether it's resolved, ongoing, or leads to new conflicts, document how the conflict is resolved or why it isn't, and track whether the resolution is satisfying for your story. Good stories are driven by conflict, and this tab helps you manage these tensions effectively. By clearly defining your conflicts and their resolutions, you ensure that each event contributes meaningfully to your story's dramatic arc. It's particularly useful when you're working on complex narratives where conflicts build upon each other or have lasting consequences throughout your story. Moving on to the final tab, the Management tab helps you handle the organizational aspects of your events, from tracking relationships between events to managing tasks and completion status. Here's what you can do in each section. Starting with the event relationships. This is where you connect events with each other, creating a web of cause and effect in your story. You can add relationships between events, specify whether an event is a cause or effect of another event, set the strength of relationships, whether it's a strong, weak, or distant relationship. You can write detailed descriptions of how events are connected. In the chapter association section, you can see which chapter your event belongs to and its position in your story. This section shows the chapter's number, the chapter's title, and the event's place in the chapter sequence. In the priority scale section, you can manage how important this event is to your story. This helps you focus on key scenes and ensure critical events get the attention they need. The event category section allows you to choose the category that best fits your event, like action, character development, plot advancement, etc. This helps you maintain a good balance of different event types throughout your story. In the task management section, you can keep track of everything that needs to be done for this event. Create new tasks with titles, descriptions, and due dates, set task priorities and phases like planning, drafting, editing, etc., and track task status. And finally is the completion status. To track whether an event is finished and ready for your story, the Management tab is invaluable when you're working on longer stories or complex narratives where keeping track of all the moving parts don't become challenging. When you're done working on an event, just click the Save button and everything syncs automatically. You'll get a confirmation message and your event will appear in the main list. Don't worry about losing your work. The app saves as you go. Remember, you can always come back and edit any event later. Your story will probably evolve as you write, and your events can evolve with it. Events is one of the core features of the app, and one of its main purposes is to help keep your narrative coherent. You don't need to fill out all of the information in every tab in the event sections, but it's important to note that every section in the events tabs do serve a meaningful purpose to help construct your story. A lot of what you fill out in the event section can be utilized in the plot structure section of the app. This section is useful for seeing the big picture of your story. It provides meaningful statistics based on the information you input in the event section. I go in more depth about the plot structure section in a later video.